XR650L, making it a little bit of an ADV, replacing my V-Strom, which I had for about 6 or 7 years, 8 years maybe. Picked up this bike 2 months ago. I've done quite a few things to it. Definitely didn't look like this when I got it. Previous owner had done a few mods to it, nothing major. HID headlight. That's one thing he did. Put on some Acerbis bark busters. He also went with a EBC 320mm rotor. Big rotor there on the front. Another thing he had done was change out the rear brake light. Put on minimal compared to that monstrosity of a brake light they had. Let's see, over here, another thing the previous owner had done was custom exhaust head pipe, HMF can on the back, and rejetted, desmogged, and now it runs like a 650 should run, with lots of torque and lots of power. So that was the stuff he had done. Now the things I have done to it have been a lot, actually. Start with the windscreen, Madstad, adjustable windscreen mount, which is a great thing when you're cruising down the road. You got to get somewhere. It's nice that you can adjust it too. You can lower it when you go off-road. You can angle it. With that, I have the RAM mount for my Garmin GPS, my Montana GPS powered RAM mount. Another thing I have on there is a USB port for charging. And there's my Bluetooth iPod control when I travel to work and stuff like that. Clark 4.7 tank. Then the Moose ADV saddle, which is a major improvement over stock. I sat on that thing for 700-800 miles the other weekend and had no problems with it. Moving on to the back, here we got SWMO Tech. Top rack, side racks with some Pelican boxes bolted onto them. Now I can carry my stuff for work, no problem. Yeah, some foot pegs, IMS Super Stocks. Major improvement over the stock foot peg, which was basically you're standing on a stick. I also have some man rack case guards for the shifter and the brake pedal. Thing I just recently did was the oil cooler, Mark Sutton oil cooler. It's going to try to keep the big thumper chilled. Nice product. Folded right up, super easy, great instructions. Definitely a big thumbs up to Mark for that. The skid plate, gotta have that. Those little bars that it came with, those things weren't protecting very much. Suspension mods, yeah, front and rear, Pro Action. Definitely have to spring up for me. I'm 260 pounds, and this bike would just be sitting on the ground if I sat on it with all this extra weight that I added to it. I just put on an MSR fender pack, bolted that on so it won't pop off. And anything else I've done to the bike? The only other thing is, from the previous owner, he had 2 wheel sets, which was nice. I'm going to put D606s on it for the dirt. He has some motocross tires on there. I'll just throw those on my dirt bike. And I have a set of commuter wheels, which the rear's already gone after I just went on an 800-mile trip. Front's still looking pretty good. Some Stinko tires. Not too bad. And the last thing I need to do here is get rid of the hemorrhoid. I do have the anti-gravity lithium battery inside Got rid of the big heavy lead acid, and I just need to remove all that and move it up under the seat here. And that's about it for that. I think it's everything I did, everything the previous owner did. So we go fire up real quick and see how she sounds. Something. And that's about it then. Just about ready to conquer the western portion of Trans-American Trail next summer. Have her all running and ready to go by July. It should be a good trip. All right.